Weather has always shaped where and when people travel. For decades, destinations like Bend, Oregon could count on relatively predictable summer conditions. Today, in Bend and across the globe, climate events are disrupting long-established travel patterns. Heat waves, hurricanes, flooding, and increasingly wildfire smoke are changing how people travel. For this one-pager, I focused on wildfire smoke because it has become one of the biggest sources of uncertainty for tourism across the western United States each summer. So after gathering the data, I wanted to answer a simple question. Does wildfire smoke reduce tourism demand? And if so, could the economic loss be estimated? To explore this question, I analyzed August lodging revenue alongside air quality measurements for the last 5 years. Rather than looking only at air quality on the day people arrive, I examined how smoke over the days and weeks before their trip affected travel demand. In this scatter plot, I evaluate the relationship between lodging revenue, which I use as a proxy for demand, and air quality, or AQI. Every dot represents one day in August. The horizontal axis shows the average air quality over the month, and the vertical axis shows total August lodging revenue adjusted for inflation. It's important to note that the overall direction of the line, which is downward, meaning as average air quality worsens, lodging revenue declines. The slope of that line tells us something important as well. For every sustained 1-point increase in August air quality index, our analysis estimates roughly 1,524 a day, or 47,200 less lodging revenue during the month. As smoke increases, so does the economic losses. By the time smoke becomes consistently unhealthy, those losses can become substantial. One of the most interesting findings wasn't simply that wildfire smoke matters, it was when it matters. Travelers rarely cancel a vacation because of one smoky day. Instead, they watch forecasts. They wait. If the smoke lingers, they begin changing their plans. To test that idea, I compared many different smoke periods. Same-day air quality showed only a weak relationship with revenue. But as the elevated average AQI expanded, so did the relationship. And the 30-day average produced the clearest and most consistent relationship, which makes intuitive sense, with a p-value of 0.0005. Vacation decisions are made well before travelers arrive. Persistent smoke creates uncertainty, and uncertainty increases perceived risks. Behavioral economics suggests that people are naturally loss averse. They are more motivated to avoid a disappointing vacation than to pursue a potentially great one. As that perceived risk grows, many travelers simply choose another destination. It's also important to keep these findings in perspective. Wildfire smoke does not explain everything. In fact, the data shows it represents roughly 10% of year-over-year variation in August lodging revenue. The other 90% are influenced by many factors, like the economy, fuel prices, special events, weather, travel costs, and consumer confidence. So smoke is not the only driver of tourism demand, but it is a measurable one. The broader implications extend well beyond wildfire smoke. As climate events become more common, destinations may need to rethink how they forecast demand, market their communities, and build resiliency in an increasingly unpredictable climate.